Welcome, welcome, welcome. Debs Cooper, global stressologist, here today to talk about easy ways to feel truly grateful. This came up in a conversation this week, literally with a pretty cool chick, and she was saying how she feels grateful daily, but there's something going on, and just how do I actually do this to be truly grateful instead of just going, oh, I'm thankful for this and I'm thankful for that. So it really opened up an idea about what gratitude is, and I want to say it doesn't have to be a big practice to do something or something that you add into your already full day, because we everyone has a full day. I'm just going to say that everyone has a full day right now, and but this can actually be woven into your life, like you're breathing, like you're drinking, just like you get in the car, like you go to the toilet, you clean your teeth, just something that's so natural and organic. And that's what I want to show you, because it doesn't mean being grateful doesn't mean pretending everything's wonderful, because not everything is wonderful sometimes. But you can be dealing with something difficult and still notice what's supportive, what's valuable, what the sky's doing, what the flowers are doing, what your body's doing, any of those things. So I want to show you today how it is actually easy and it's specific and it's real. That's probably the biggest part. If I can keep it as natural as possible is my aim. So grab your note-taking device. Grab your note-taking device, because you are going to want to take these notes for sure. So the first strategy I'm going to give you is to notice the ordinary. Now, when I say notice the ordinary, sometimes we wait for things to happen before we appreciate them. So you have a health concern and then suddenly you become thankful for your body. You get a new job and then you become thankful for the new people, or you meet a new friend and you become thankful for those, or you move through your day just on autopilot and you don't even stop to, I'm going to say smell the roses, what it is really. But so I want you to notice the ordinary. And this is something that I often do. I'm very honest, often do, as I get up, and although I haven't been having my coffees lately in the morning as much, but I'll get up and I'll have my coffee and I'll do this and I'll scroll on my phone and I'll do this and then I'll get this and I'll get this into me and then I'll just start my day. So what I want you to do, instead of doing a Deborah in the morning, is I want you to choose one moment. Actually, I'm going to say one ordinary moment every day, and really notice it. Now, when I say ordinary moment, whether it is your coffee, whether it is um, making your breakfast, whatever that is, I want you to choose one ordinary moment every day and really notice it. And I want you to check in on your senses, because your senses here are vital. They're the ones that keep us functioning. And when we tune, whatever it is, when we when we check in on our senses, we can feel things differently. We can see things differently. And I want you to think how you can see, hear, smell, taste, and feel. See, hear, smell, taste, and feel. Because when we check into our senses, that's what gets us through. We can go, oh, what can I see? What can I hear? What can I smell? What can I taste and feel? And this allows us to open our mind to something that's more than ordinary, I would say. So when you check in on those senses, I want you to ask yourself, what am I experiencing right now that I would miss if it disappeared tomorrow? What am I experiencing right now that I would miss if it disappeared tomorrow? And just that allows you to go, ooh, and you're getting present. You're getting present, and you can see exactly what it is. Now, I don't want you to search for like this massive gratitude of what it is. I just want you to find gratitude in the ordinary. And we're going to label it ordinary, because making a coffee is ordinary. But some people don't make coffee. Some people have cups of tea. Some people have water, whatever that is. So I want you not to search for that massive gratitude. I just want you to find the gratitude in the ordinary. We're keeping it simple. Remember, I said I'm keeping it easy and simple. Jamie, I trust you got that one. The next strategy I'm gonna give you is to say change the question. Now, questions can take us on a journey. They can take us on a heck of a journey that can be one crazy, crazy as journey. So the questions we ask ourselves actually influence what our mind goes looking for. The questions we ask ourselves influence what our minds go looking for. Yeah. If you're asking the why me, if you're asking them, why did it happen to me and not them? I wish this had gone a different way. Or you're so entirely focused on how much it's cost you financially, emotionally, or whatever. You're actually missing everything. So for this, I'd love you to, when this question comes up, change the question. When this question comes up, I want you to catch yourself with that question. And whatever it is, when you start saying it, stop. Just stop. Say cancel, cancel, cancel. Cancel, 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 because we're stopping that and we're removing that. And you're going to replace, instead of saying, why is this happening? You're going to go, what can I appreciate here? Or what can I learn here? Or what can I discover here? Or what can I unlock in myself here? Whatever that is, because you're going to change that. Why is this happening to me? Because when we're in a why, we're in a slump. Our whole bodies are down here like this. Why me? Why me all the time? This happens to me all the time. So we want to go, what can I appreciate right here? What can I unlock right here? What can I discover right here? What can I experience? What can I learn? Any of those things. And then I want you to make a note of it. And that means write it down, make a note of it, because I want you to look for what the experience is showing you about yourself. What is this experience showing you about yourself? And this is going to unlock a little piece of who you are as we go through this. You don't have to like what's happening. You don't have to appreciate the people around you, whatever is going on. I just want you to go into looking at something valuable that's happening within this. Now, the next one I'm going to give you is specific gratitude. And when I say specific gratitude, I want you to make that gratitude specific. So I love how people say, what are you thankful for? And they're like, I'm thankful for my family. I'm like, that's lovely. That's great. And yes, family, thankful. Thank you. I'm just going to say that as I'm actually at my parents', funnily enough. I am thankful, but I want you to express this specifically, because when you express specifically, it helps you actually feel the gratitude rather than simply saying the words. And this is what we want. We want our body to feel all of this stuff. So when we're thinking this, I want you to go, I'm thankful for my family because. Just add that. Just like say if you're thankful, that's if you're thankful for your family. If you're not, then don't say it. I'm thankful for my family because, and then I want you to say what you're grateful for. What exactly do I value about my mum or my dad or my partner or my sibling or my children or my in-laws, whatever that is? I want you to really go, what specifically do I value about family? And when we say family, think who? Who specifically in the family you're thankful for? Because you might be thankful for dad, but not mum. You might be thankful for mum, not dad. You might be thankful for your partner, but not your children. Like whatever that is. So you must actually specify who that person is instead of going family, because I've got a lot of family. I've got blood family, I've got other family, I've got all my relatives, I've got my cousins, I'm thankful for them. But if I was to actually go into each person individually and break that down, that would just be such a different emotion to me. And when I also say family, think about your friends as well. Like I have one blood sister, but I also have a gazillion sisters and brothers who are not my blood. They're just close people that I would say you're my sister or you're my brother. So don't just think blood as well when we go to this. And when you're thinking about being thankful for them, think about something they've specifically done. Either it's a quality or a trait they've got, or it's an action that they've done, or something that they haven't done. Really get down to the core of what that gratitude means. And so when appropriate, I'd love you actually to tell that person what you appreciate about them. Hey, I was thinking about you today. I just want to thank you for being in my life because you make me smile. Or you made me smile yesterday when you sent me that reel. Thanks for sharing that. It changed my day. Share that. because there's nothing more meaningful when you share to someone else. And just so you know, they may be having a funk day and you may be that lifeline that's just given them that edge up. I don't know, it could be that. So share that with them. Send them a message or ring them, whatever that works for you, email, whatever, Facebook message, whatever that is. And in fact, if you want to share a message to me that you're grateful for me for something in particular, heck, I'll take that. I will take that. You can go, hey, I'm thankful that you just keep it clean. I say that. Let's see how that one goes. But keep it whatever you want. Give it whatever you want. You're thankful for me. The next strategy I'm going to give you is to look at our triggers. And when I talk about I'm actually talking about gratitude triggers. So I don't want you to have another habit. I don't want you to attach gratitude to habits you already have. Like, I'm going to do gratitude today. I'm going to set my diary and I'm going to do gratitude, or I'm going to journal something, or I'm going to sit outside every day at 10 o'clock and I'm going to stop and I'm going to have a little moment and I'm going to think of all the things I'm thankful for. Like anything like that that's going to make you go crazy in your head. I don't want you to fit this into your lifestyle. I want it just to become so organic that you do it without even realizing. And so when I talk about this, I want you to think when you have a morning coffee, say a morning cuppa, I want you to think one thing you appreciate about your life. That's it. When you're having a shower, something you appreciate about your body or what it allows you to do. Can you see? Can you see how this can just be, I've been thanking my body more and more, and I tell you what, I've got all these freckles and these moles that have been coming up, and I'm like, what? This is like old people moles. This is old people's skin. What's going on? This is not good. And I'm like, okay. So as I'm washing myself, I'm actually thanking my each and every mole. That reminds me, I must book a skin clinic test. So when you're in that shower, think about those things. So when you're driving, even when you're driving, think of someone you're grateful for to have in this world. Someone you're grateful for. When it comes to bedtime, think of one moment from the day that's worth appreciating. And so I want you to pick one trigger first, and then I want you to repeat it, and then I want you to make it natural before you get the next one. So don't go, oh, I was in the shower and I forgot to thank my body. Oh, no, this is bad. I need to get back in the shower. Oh, I'm a bad person. This is not going to help me. No. That's not what we're doing here. So just think about those things. There's the morning cuppa, there's the shower, there's the driving, the bedtime, any of those things. When any of those things that come into your everyday world, when you eat, that first bite, think about the people who made that for you. Whether you've made it for yourself, but you may have made that sandwich for yourself, but where did that bread come from? So think about, just take a moment to those and send that beautiful, wow, I'm thankful I can afford this food today, or I'm thankful that I can pay this bill today. Whatever that is be thankful. In fact, Ken Honda talks about this. He talks about thanking the money as it goes out. So when you're paying bills, I have a bank account and I've actually named my gratitude bank, and that's where I pay my bills from my gratitude, because I'm thankful that they're going out. Now, sometimes I'm not thankful. I will be very honest. I'm like, oh, I've got to pay that. Oh, I can feel that. But I'm thankful. I say it, and it shifts in my energy to that. And it's just sending just a different vibration out there for you. So that's what I mean when I talk about gratitude triggers. So I want them to become organic and natural. So the next one I'm going to give you is it's a favorite. It's a favorite of mine that some people say, I'm sick of this one that you're giving me, is don't take things personally. Now, gratitude becomes much harder when we carry every comment, every reaction, when people do things, everything they say, their behavior, anything like that, as though it's actually about us. When gratitude becomes harder when we take things personally. So for this, I want you to go inward and ask yourself, do I actually know this is about me? Do I actually know this is about me? And I will tell you now, 99.9% of it, it's not. Just so you know. But, you question yourself, do I actually know this is about me? And I want you to separate what happened, the action, what happened, to the meaning you've attached to it. Because there's meaning and then there's the action. And so when you mold them together, it goes crazy. But if you can separate what happened, this happened. Okay, I did this, and this, or they did this, and this, or I partaked in this, and this. And then this is not good for me, this is not good, blah, 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 whatever that is. So we're going to keep this separate. It's much easier to separate it because the others come like Christmas tree lights in in the box that you open in December. Crazy. And you go, no, I just want to shut that box again. Just know when we talk about not taking things personally, remember that people respond through what's happening in their world, not what's happening in your world. They're responding with what's happening in their world, not what's happening in your world. So stop carrying their reaction, return the attention back to you and what you can appreciate in your own life. Because when we can go back to what we appreciate in our own life, the world opens up completely different. Now, you'll know I talk about glitter. You know I talk about glitter all the time. In fact, I have a little beautiful glitter pen here. So I want you to find your glitter bombs. And your glitter bombs, if you haven't heard me before or you don't know, your glitter bombs are the people, the experiences, and the things that light you up. No matter what they are, they light you up. And so when we sit in our glitter bomb area, gratitude becomes easier when you intentionally notice and create more of them. So yeah. So maybe it's music, whatever that is, but you'll know yourself when you put that music on that there's a lift in your energy, that there's a sweep in your sidestep. So I want you to go, what lights me up? No matter how much of a funk you're in, there's something that lights you up, whether it is the coffee, whether it is the scrolling, whether it's watching one of Debs Cooper's videos, whatever that is. And then what lights me up? And then I want you to notice the things, whether they're music, dogs, flowers, laughter, conversation, like in anything, whatever that is, the sunshine. I was sitting in my parents' office here yesterday and I was looking at the shapes of the clouds and I was doing, I was like, wow, that shape looks like that and that shape looks like that, until one turned into a whole different thing for me. And the poor person I was talking to on the phone, I went, oh gosh, I think I've got a thing in the sky. It's not very good. And then within 2 minutes it changed, thank goodness. But stop to actually notice those things. And I want you to put one glitter bomb into your day, just one. If you want to do 10, do them. I do a lot of them. But just if you start with one, just start with one. Dr. DeMartini says, start with what you know and let what you know grow. Start with what you know and let what you know grow. So let's start with one. Intentionally put one glitter bomb into your day every day. And then we can put more in. Because when it happens, you end up noticing it rather than rushing straight to do the next thing. You just end up actually just going, wow, this actually feels right. And your whole body feels different from this. So the next one I'm going to give you is, you know this one. You are not alone. Because sometimes gratitude is the hardest when we feel as though we have to carry everything ourselves. And when things go to us, we internally reflect and we're like, oh, I don't want to be a burden to somebody. You say, I'm fine, but you're not. Or you say you're a 6 out of 10 for chaos and really you're a 10 out of 10, but you don't want to upset anyone or worry about those people around. And you're actually, what you're actually doing is you're shutting yourself down. So I want you to look who is already in your inner circle. Who's in your corner? Who's that? So there's circles I have. I have my inner circle, then I have my next one out, and they go out. And all my people around me are different and they go out and they come in and they go out and they come into whatever this is. So look at who is already in that inner circle in that corner for you. And you're better to reach out rather than waiting for someone to notice. You're better to reach out and just say, hey, I'm having a funk day. All I want from you, now this is the thing you've got to say, all I want from you is just to have a cuppa and just talk about life. But I don't want to unpack anything. If you don't want to unpack anything, you just want to just sit there with somebody and just be in that space, do that. Because most people want to solve your problems. So people go, oh, this is your problem? I've got a solution for that. So by taking it back to yourself, I want you just to take it back to yourself and say to those people, hey, are you out for a coffee today? I just feel I need a little bit of company. That's it. Or tomorrow, whatever. So let yourself receive that support and know that when you give to somebody, they appreciate it. And when you receive, you appreciate it. And of course, you know the old standard there. Debs is here too. That's like, I'm here. I'm here literally for you. So 20 years in the industry, something's got to be going right for me. In saying that, I want you to think that gratitude doesn't require the perfect life. Gratitude doesn't require the perfect life. It can be noticing your cuppa. It could be changing the question. It could be appreciating exactly what someone brings into your life. It can be any of those things by doing your glitter bomb. But what I want you to do is the more we notice what's already present, the less we feel we need life to be something different. The more we notice what's already present, the less we need to change things and fix things and change things before we can appreciate it. So I'm going to end you with one question. I'm going to end you with one question. I'd love you to put this one in the chat as well. And this is, what is one ordinary thing in your life that you realize today, after listening to me, that you've been taking for granted? What is one ordinary thing in your life that you realize today you've been taking for granted? Wow. This is easy ways to feel truly grateful. I trust you got some significance out of today. Thank you, thank you, thank you for joining me. I will see you next week, and I look forward to reading the comments. Have a fabulous day, night, weekend, whatever it is for you. Thanks. Bye.